The Fazcoin add-on gives Springtrap's Fire Axe a tear radius, while removing your own after throwing it. You would think that this add-on would pair well with perks like Coulrophobia, which give negative effects to survivors inside of your tear radius. But unfortunately, this add-on, along with other tear radius add-ons, such as the Doctor's Calm add-ons and Singularity's Hyper-Awareness Spray, do not apply the effects of perks that give your tear radius various effects. This contrasts perks that change your tear radius, such as Dark Devotion or Unforeseen, which do apply these effects. As I conclude my animatronic clown series, where I make 3 builds for the animatronic from the 3 clown perks, I originally planned to build around the Fazcoin add-on, but quickly found out that it doesn't work. So instead, we're running a snowballing build with 0 generator slowdown that will promise fast and exciting games. Coulrophobia slows the healing speed of any survivor who heals inside of your tear radius. The animatronic has a naturally small tear radius of 24 meters, so this perk shouldn't synergize with him very well. However, that radius does synergize with the Nurse's Calling, which shows you the auras of any survivor who heals within 28 meters. On Springtrap, you'll naturally be able to ambush healing survivors surprisingly easily, and once you're close enough to them, you'll likely be able to interrupt that heal thanks to Coulrophobia. Force Hesitation will turn that ambush deadly. We'll down the injured survivor and then slow the healer to a glacial pace, getting at least 1 more hit and maybe even a down. Infectious Fright will then tell us exactly who is nearby, as it makes survivors inside of your tear radius scream when you down another survivor. This is another perk that is typically used on killers with a bigger tear radius, but it actually combos quite well with Forced Hesitation, as anybody who screams will likely be close enough to be affected by Forced Hesitation's small area of effect, so you're less likely to get tempted to push beyond your means. Our add-ons are key for our build as well. Behind his guitar strings shows us the repair progress of every generator when we're traversing the security room doors. One of his strongest add-ons is the downside of mostly removing the undetectable that you get after teleporting. But that downside is actually an upside with our build, as we want nearby survivors afflicted by our tear radius perks immediately. The Ripped Curtain will make survivors injured by our axes get healed slower and lose all healing progress when moving, which combos extremely well with Coulrophobia. Now this build is going to be a little risky, but it does lead for some very fun games. So let's see the animatronic clown in action. Okay, Shattered Square, not a terrible map. Not as good as the other variant of this map for Killer, but I'm not too unhappy about this. Let's head in the door immediately and look around, see if they spawned on a gen. Yeah, this one right here. This add-on is just so strong. Look at that. Get a first hit right off the bat. Okay. So, this build, we're looking for like a snowball effect. We're going to want to chain hits and downs together and try to win all at once. So as we're doing this, I'm probably going to be doing a lot more hit and run. I'm going to be dropping chase whenever it seems advantageous. Like right now is a perfect opportunity. We're going to keep some survivors injured. Am I blind? Did I just... Oh, okay, there's someone else here. Okay. I'm clearly blind because I don't know where that first guy went, but... We will take this very nice grab. And you know, I'm not entirely sure how your grabs combo with Infectious Fright and Forced Hesitation, but if any game is going to teach us, it's going to be this one, right? First gen is down, so that means probably all the survivors are in there. So let's head back over and see who we can find. Okay, not quite enough range for that. Chase her, maybe? No, she's going to Shack. Let's not chase at Shack. Let's head back over and see where that first survivor's running off to. Keep our eye on the person on the hook. Because that survivor that's going to Shack is probably going to double back to the hook. In fact, we can maybe cut them off. Some survivors will always run back to Shack, so we can try to kind of zone them away from that. That being said, she doesn't have a ton to work with right here, so we should be able to two-tap here if we're careful about this. I don't know what you're trying with that. Ooh, there's a flashlight. Oh, okay, so that's how that works. Get a little bit of a delay there. That actually works quite well with interrupting flashlight saves. If you can even save off that, I'm not sure you can.
Farewell.
There are a couple flashlights in this lobby. I'm not too worried. I'm always happy to actually see survivors with flashlights instead of medkits or toolboxes. Yeah, somebody right here. Okay, let's see how this Cheryl's gonna play it. Got a red stain, think you're turning around, you're gonna drop it. You are not. Ooh, good juke though. Nope, no dead hard. A little too obvious there. Okay, that person's on the gen. Let's just pick this guy up. Or the Cheryl up. Put her on a hook. Let's head back over. If they're like really intent on staying in this area, hold on a second. Can't quite hit over this. But we do get to interrupt that. We'll let her just stay there for a minute. We know there's not much over here except for that one pallet. She just insta-drops. I'm happy with that. I'm also happy with her blinding us because we can hear her. And we can see her little axe outline here since she's not trying to take it off for some reason. Oh, now she's remembering. Let's get another grab. And this person tries using a flashlight as if it's a weapon. Man, look at that slowdown from Forced Hesitation. Man, Forced Hesitation's a fun perk. Not super consistent, but you can do some good stuff with it.
Scream.
Let's go back to chasing her. We're happy to go back and forth with these survivors. And she's going to play this totally useless Z-wall. Ooh, I let my attention get distracted there for a second. She's making a beeline to Shack. Yeah, I'm just going to let her go. I could play Shack, but I really don't want to waste the time, especially on a build with no slowdown. No gen slowdown. We got some healing slowdown. Ooh, and she doesn't drop this pallet. Okay, okay. Let's just break this. Once again, I could probably get a hit there. I could have probably got a hit there eventually, but luckily she was too busy trying to slay the demons there with her flashlight. Okay, so let's put her up on a hook. We can kick that gen. And then I'm not exactly sure where we should pressure next. It might be a good time to go in the doors and look at the auras. Okay, ooh, we got a gen here. Almost done, actually. I don't know if we're going to be able to interrupt this, but... Okay, it's just the one survivor. I kind of expected the second one. And she made a big mistake there, so we're going to get another grab here. Hello. I don't think I've ever gotten this many grabs in one game before. But I am certainly not complaining. We get to interrupt their heal too, as well.
Wait there.
Okay, we could go after this Cheryl here. Let's go for the injured survivor instead. I think the Cheryl's on death hook. We don't really need to kill the second. I don't quite make this. But now... Oh, okay, she's going for the window. Not gonna work. Okay, put her up. See, this is hook number 7. We still have 3 gens left. We've just had, like, pretty crazy pressure, but it's probably time. You know, it's probably fine for us to go for a kill at this point. Yeah, we're probably about down to, realistically, 1 gen as well. I should stop playing so safe. Ooh, hold on, this gen has a lot of progress. That's one thing I do. I play, like, not too safe, too, like, kind, I say. I've definitely lost a decent amount of games because I'm more focused on trying to get, like, 2 hooks on everybody, like the old days, but But sometimes kills just jump right in your arms. Oops, not in there. So I guess I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. You got DS? No? No? No flashlight save? No nothing? Well, good luck in your next game then, I guess. Let's see. Where are they headed? She's gonna make that window. She got a little live action here. Oof. I don't know how I didn't hit that one. Let's go for someone in a bad position. This gen is almost done. I think she's gonna wait right at this loop. Hold on a second. Am I blind? I've got to be blind. This is like the second or third time now I missed somebody here. Here you are. I couldn't quite get to her. Let's break this. I'm always tempted to like try some play where you jump in a door and pop out of another one. That doesn't even work well on Dredge. It's certainly not going to work well on Springtrap. Oh, you didn't expect me to come around, did you? Well, that's okay. I'm pretty sure you're dead too. So let's put you up and try to find one of those last two survivors. And there's that Penti-Ultimate gen right there.
Up you go.
How do I get this stupid shack? Let's head inside of a door and see which gen has the most progress. Okay, not really much on any of them. I guess this middle gen a little bit. Plus there's a good chance survivors at this point, you know, see the writing on the wall. If they're ready to try to play the old hide game and give up. Oh, wait a minute, this gen has a lot of progress. Oh, she gets it done too. Lucky, lucky, lucky. You know, I might have been able to do like an old-fashioned, like a standard grab instead of the axe grab, but my mind's a little too much on the axe grabs, I guess.
Your struggle will end soon.
Okay, let's see if we can find the hatch. It's a little tough too, because she's got both doors she can go through. Now that the exit gates are powered. So if she gets the door or the hatch or whatever, you know, whatever, good for her. I'm not too worried about it. In fact, I really can't just move far away from here, can I? But anyway, that was the build in action. I think it works surprisingly well. Like, this game was a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to try on like a less advantageous map, you know, maybe one that's a little bit bigger, because those are the games that are gonna be the toughest for this sort of a build. When you're not able to snowball. Oh yeah, she's got a door open. Too busy over here yapping. When you're not able to snowball, this build gets a lot worse, but let's play it in another game and see how well it works. But first, let's just take a look at what everybody brought. Over here. Okay, so there was only, what, 2 flashlights? Why did I feel like there's 3 flashlights in this lobby? I don't know. They didn't do any good. And see, she had Sole Survivor to help her get that door open. Yeah, I thought it seemed kind of fast. But not a bad game overall. Okay, RPD West. I don't know, I just walked out of a vending machine there. We have the perfect opponents, I think, in this game. It is your typical, maybe wannabe bully squad. They are wearing the same similar outfits. They've got similar names, which I have on anonymous mode so you can't tell, but they've got flashlights. Ooh, you got someone right away. Hopefully, this means that they're going to be following me around the entire game with their flashlights going for saves instead of doing gens, which is perfect with our build. With Infectious Fright, Coulrophobia, Force Hesitation, just exactly what we need to win this game handily. Okay, we don't get the axe hit there, but we zone them away from the pallet long enough to get the down. Nobody nearby. Someone wasting time with a boon, you love to see it. Let's put them up on a hook. Let's head back towards the center. I guarantee you there's going to be someone on one of the middle gens. There always is. Which makes sense, you know, you want to get these gens done. Okay, we see some scratch marks. And we see a survivor. Now, where are you going, Mr. Renato? A little too low there. I'm not sure you can hit over this with your axe, actually. No, okay, I'm not making it in time for a hit, but I will get this pallet out of the way. And with the Yoichi still on the hook and nobody there, we're in a good spot. I'm going to let him run off. He's probably going to run right back. Let's just look here real quick. Okay, so the far gen, the one in the courtyard there, has a decent amount of progress. But I don't want to leave right now. I figured he'd run back in. Maybe we could just take a peek and see how many people are down here. He's going to go for that almost instant unhook. I can contest that. I don't really want to. Especially if I can just get a chase with somebody. And this Renato seems to be a good choice. He's not going for the windows. Okay, there was the boon. It was in that room over there. Should be able to get an easy hit through this window. Or my axe can squeeze right between his butt cheeks, I guess. I have no idea how that didn't hit. Once again, I have to get this pallet out of the way. I see another survivor right behind us. So we'll give him a little bit of a poke. I could chase him right now. He's in a worse position. But he's over here because he has a flashlight. I want to encourage him to keep chasing me. Nothing you can do here. Don't worry about that hard. We see all three of them with infectious fright. 2 flashlights there. Yeah, keep clicking. It's not going to work. And forced hesitation probably saved us right here. Let's just put them up. And let's take a look. Get a nice back scratch onto our David. Head back over here. Okay, they're running back inside here. We kind of want to like force them to make a move. You know, he's right in the center here between 2 survivors. Whichever side we push, the other side's going to unhook. Okay, this person, I think they overextended just a little bit. Get a nice down. Force hesitation will slow him. Oh, he was just able to block me with that borrowed time effect. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get that swing. Worth the swing, though. You, on the other hand, okay, you juke the right way. Oh, man, you know, I knew I was holding it there too long. And they picked him up right away, which is fine. Let's see, they're over there. Yeah, I'm not going to risk trying to pick up with this. You got dead hard? Nope, just dead. Okay. Let's leave you there for a second. Head back over here. And you're not under the pallet. I don't know what you're thinking. And I believe this is your first hook, so no decisive strike for you yet. Although you are the obsession, so if anybody's got it, you probably do. Let's head back over to the David. If anybody's trying to pick him up, Coulrophobia is at least slowing it down. And there's no pallet here, so you go right down. They're all over there. I'm just going to pick right up. Remember, with a team that's all coordinated and talking back and forth, you want to be as unpredictable as possible. Sometimes you go for the snowball, sometimes you just go for the immediate pickup. Okay, first hook on the David. Once again, you're on this gen when you really should not be. He's all the way up there. Let's go for the pickup again. Right now they have to walk past me. There you are. In order to get to that other hook.
Go on.
So you're probably going to pull me one way. And the other guy's going to try to swing down there. Let's force them to do something by putting everybody on a hook. I'm having too much fun right now to just slug and go for the 4K. Okay, second hook for the Renato. Let's head back here. Okay, so they're starting the unhook. They're probably going to swing on the bottom. Yeah, here you are. See if we can get a swing. No, just not quite enough range, and he had that wall there. Let's head over here. If you're going to try to body block, I am going to happily eat your borrowed time effect. I'm just going to leave that there. Let's go over here. He goes, oh, reassurance. Okay, nice play. Better than giving me a good excuse to tunnel. Let's head back over here. Break this, get it out of the way. I see that my axe is still in Renato's back. So we just need to find the aura, which is right here, right doing a gen right in my face. The audacity. Well, we'll be happy to chase him. We are at 5 gens still. Wait, we're at 5 gens still. Man. Oh. Turn around there. Okay, let's hide my tear radius a little bit. Swing over here. He's heading up top. Let's see if we can get it down. No? Okay, not playing the pallet, just gonna run. A smart play. I see 2 people healing. Okay, let's get rid of that pallet. And let's just go for the healing guys. Ooh, and they don't get it done in time either. Power of Coulrophobia. And you want to take a hit. Yeah, you're not as safe as you think you are you? Now, I know you are not on Death Hook either. Man, we were playing this game super fair. In fact, who's not on Death Hook still? It's you, right, David? Oh, no back. No juking back, huh? Okay, we see somebody going for the unhook. Let's swing around here. Ooh, we interrupted just in time. Full health, but we might be able to 2-tap him right here. No luck, but give him a little poke. Let's head back over here. Oh, you know what? I bet you that boon is the one that lets you pick yourselves up. Exponential, I think? Definitely a strong boon. Although my personal favorite is Shadow Step. I find like a lot of matches can be really fun just by dropping Shadow Step, like a main building. When you're missing skill checks, wonder why. Okay, and you clearly have a borrowed time effect that you run off. Now David is not on Death Hook. Let's put you up. Okay. Now we've double hooked everybody at 5 gens left. Now we can start killing people. Man, this has been a fun game. See, this is the strength of this kind of build. Like, if you start snowballing like this, survivors just like, they never get a chance to recuperate. They just never get a chance to like catch their breath. And that could be like the end of even like a coordinated team. Now these guys, they're not a comp team, I can tell. They're clearly just having fun more than trying to like hardcore win. But hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Dead by Daylight, it's a game that you're supposed to play for fun. He's gonna go here. Let's see if we can cut him off a bit. Now you got good distance here. Okay, let's just keep going. What was I saying? Wait, I hear him through the wall. Hide my red stain just a little bit. Okay, yeah, I didn't think that was going to hit, but I wanted the speed, but now that I realize I still have this pallet up, I probably should have just held it. This guy is doing pretty good here. Actually, I think what I'm doing right now is probably the very worst thing I should do, which is committing a little too hard to one person. Let's head back over here. I don't think they have a chance at this point, but if they do, it would be me getting lost in the corridors that I haven't broken all the pallets yet. And I just noticed I have the abandon option up top, so I could abandon right now, and that would actually be pretty funny, but I'm not gonna. As expected, these guys were doing the gen. Get a hit. It's just, oh, he's gonna commit. Okay, I was gonna say, it's fate going one way. And give him a little grab. Well, Renato, it's been fun. It's time to put you out to pasture. Let's break this, just in case I need to get to that hook when it respawns, which I probably won't. Let's head back here. Let's try to think, where would they show up? They put down the boon. We know that the boon was over here before, so they're probably back in this area. Yeah, there's 2 of them here too. Hey, hold this for me, will ya? I think he makes it. Nope, not quite. Okay, there's someone there on the gen, someone here who wants a flashlight save. Let's see if we can get one hit and go back. Oh, maybe I can just get it down here, actually. Gonna mess this up? No? Let's see. If we can get to him before he gets to that window. We throw right away. We miss. Doesn't matter because it zones him out of the window. And let's head over here. Let's see if we can get that forced hesitation. I don't know. He's way long gone. Let's just go pick up. Might as well take kill number 2. We know nobody's going to be here with a flashlight at this. I guess somebody technically could get a flashlight angle there. But it would be an impressive shot. Okay, so they got the far gen there. So I could hunt down this guy here, who is surely hiding somewhere very sneaky. Or I think maybe the best option is get in a door and try to figure out if the other guy is actively working on a gen. Ooh, that gen's almost done. Hi! That was a little smoother than I expected. You know, I gotta say, I do really love this Sherlock Holmes getup on the Yoichi. I know they made that up for Dead by Daylight, I think. I don't think that was in anything, because Yoichi was just a baby in the movie, wasn't he? It's been so long since I watched Ringu. Okay, now, the question is, Hatch. Where is Hatch? Okay, it's not in this room. Oh, now he's got it. Hey, that was a fun game. Let's see. Good game to the David. Let's see what everybody brought. Okay, so it was Exponential, and there's 2 of them too. Exponential is definitely a strong totem. Didn't really work out for them, even in a snowballing build like ours, but overall it was a good game. I didn't even notice that styptic either. But yeah, nice match. Despite the fact that you would think add-ons that change your tear radius would apply to perks, they simply don't, so don't fall into that trap. In terms of our build, Colorophobia combined with Nurse's Calling lets you interrupt 2 survivors at their most vulnerable. It can really turn a game around, as we demonstrated in those games. One thing that I have noticed after playing this build in a couple games was that you want to try and get your downs with your knife. That way you have your axe ready to 2-tap somebody slowed by forced hesitation. Just something to consider if you give this build a shot. I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate all the likes and subscriptions that I've been getting lately. And as always, thank you for watching.